How is everybody doing today? My name's Master Zero and welcome back to another reaction video. This time we are reacting to Being Not Straight by Jaiden Animation. Alright, so I'm really excited to if you can't tell, I'm catching up on all the stuff that I missed when I was doing all the spoopy reactions and stuff like that. And obviously Jaiden Animations one of them, because I really enjoy your channel so much. It's really cool. And this one seems like a very serious topic. I know for a lot of people this could be a serious topic talking about their sexuality and stuff like that. So I'm really interested to see how she addresses this, just this topic in general. So yeah, without any further ado, here's Being Not Straight.
Okay, before I even say anything, let's lay out some ground rules.
Got it. Go for it. Let's go.
This is probably gonna be the most open I'll ever get about my personal life. I know
Okay.
I've shared tidbits of myself and life through little stories, but when it comes to personal stuff, I'm very private.
As you should be.
Especially within the past few years. I'm gonna be talking in very general surface level terms because specific personal details are for me to know. And in the nicest
That's how you
way
do it.
possible,
Okay.
None of your business. Basically,
There you go.
This is something I want to talk about, share, and bring a spotlight to.
Oh,
But
this is
at the same
lovely.
time, you get the Cliff Notes version. So
Okay.
no trying to assume or guess anything beyond what I'm sharing within this video. At the end of the day, we're all just strangers refusing to listen to the stranger danger rule.
I love it.
Alright, formalities aside, let's get into it. I've
Okay.
come to realize
This is
that
like the
I'm
perfect-
aro-ace, which stands
What does that
for
mean?
aromantic asexual. And I know what you're thinking. That's not gay. What the hell is that? And you know what? That is completely fair because
I don't know a lot
didn't
of
know what
them,
that was
to be
either.
honest.
Aromantic and asexual are two different things, and I'm gonna break them down to you separately, starting with aromantic because no one really knows what that one is. And
I don't even know what pan means, man.
Someone who's aromantic is defined as a person who feels very little to no romantic attraction to anyone at all. So like they might not develop crushes on people or feel
I might
need
have
to be in a romantic relationship with anyone. Very general terms, but hopefully you kind of get the gist.
I totally
If not,
understand.
Here's a little story
Story
example
time.
from me. Growing up, I never
This is
developed
awesome.
crushes on anyone. I remember when
Reminded
I was
me
in
of
fifth
Shrek or
grade,
something.
kids were talking about their crushes left and right, and it was starting to feel like something
Bowser?
I had to experience too, just because I thought that's just what happens. Don't make fun of 9-year-old me. I was a sheep. Anyway, I decided I
Okay.
needed to have a crush because that's just what happens to people. And I very robotically chose this random kid in the class who we can call Pikachu. That's not his name. He didn't mean anything to me, and I didn't do anything about this crush. Like,
It was
I
just
didn't
like
tell
default, I
anyone or
guess. I
anything.
totally
It was
understand.
just a headcanon thing for me to feel up to speed and like I was hitting my normal human emotions quota.
There you
It's
go.
funny because on Valentine's Day, you know how in elementary school everyone would bring cheesy Walmart Valentine's cards for everyone in the class, and then you'd have a box full of candy and hollow emotions from everyone?
Oh,
Well, my school
Heartbreaking.
did that. When I went through my box, I pulled out Pikachu's Valentine and thought to myself, someone who has a crush on someone would keep this. I think. So I put
There
Pikachu's
is a
copy
third
paste
option.
Batman Valentine in my drawer and promptly forgot about it because it meant nothing to me, but hey, that's just what I thought I was supposed to do. Man, I'm so good at this. Then like a year or so later when my mom was going through my room, she
Level
pulled
up.
out the card and was like, why do you have this? And I was like, honestly, I have no idea. Years passed, I entered junior high and thought to
let's go.
myself,
Speed
"Alright,
run.
this is the time where people start developing crushes and then do something about it. Like get into relationships or something. So
Yeah,
I
but-
was like preparing to be interested in people.
Gotta pay
On the first
attention to
day of
what that
school,
do
I scoped out
is.
the room to see if there was anyone that I thought looked like someone I could develop a crush on. And this was when
Okay.
classes started being
Terminator
divided
rules.
up into periods, so there were like 6 batches of people I sifted through. But no one caught my eye, and I thought, man, unlucky. Went through the whole school year. Next year,
Shucks.
classes changed. I did
Well,
the
I
same
tried.
potentials crush scoping again, and the same thing happened. I wasn't
Nope.
drawn to anyone at all. Man, unlucky again. Every year, I thought something would
Rats.
change, especially going into high school when people started actually hitting puberty and were getting conventionally attractive. But my entire school life,
You look
grades
familiar, buddy.
kindergarten to senior year, which I'm pretty sure is like 13 years, I wasn't interested in a single person throughout any of it. And what's funny was I was
Right
thinking,
on.
man, what's the deal? Why is no one attractive? And
I think
went
that's
to
a
big high
blessing.
school.
What
There
are you
like
talking about?
3,500 students there. Surely I am not the outlier in this formula.
I had maybe like
Why are none of
70
you
people in my
attractive?
class.
By the time I was going to college, I really felt like I had to
There's
find
some
someone.
things you don't
It
scream
felt
at the
like I
lunchroom.
was falling behind the curve, or if I was gonna find someone, it was gonna have to happen now. I made a lot of new friends, and that's when I thought I developed my first genuine crush. Long story
Right
short,
you.
in hindsight, no, it wasn't a crush, and I was just wrong. I
Oh,
just met
no
someone who I
attraction.
thought was cool and funny, and
gotta
had
get
a really
grounded
strong
first.
desire to be
Badats.
close to them. But looking back, knowing what I do now,
Was
it
friendship?
wasn't in a romantic way. I realized I can get very excited
not a bad
and
thing.
tunnel vision on people
Have
I
friends
think are
of the
really
opposite
cool
sex.
or interesting, and kind of obsess over getting to know them or just want to spend a lot of time with
All
them.
right.
But whenever I got into those
Yes.
tunnel vision moments, if I sat down and asked myself if I actually wanted to be in a relationship with them and hold hands,
Majority
or
or no?
cuddle or kiss, the answer was not really. But if they wanted to, I
I
could go
totally
along with
understand
it.
this. I really
Which I
do.
do not think is right. In my very old flirting video, which I refuse to rewatch, I think
Okay.
at one point in it, I
don't
said
rewatch my
something
old
along
ones.
the lines of, if you're interested in someone but they just want to be friends, I don't understand why some people can't deal with that. And that was primarily because I didn't realize there was an emotional difference between a crush or falling in love and just being really good friends with someone.
That's what I was saying.
So, oops,
There is a difference.
Sorry for the bad take, I think. I really just thought having a crush on someone was wanting to be their #1 best friend. Look, I said don't make fun of me. To me, it used to feel like if I was wanting to become friends with someone to that high of a degree, that would be the next step or justify why I wanted to put this much time, effort, and energy into one person. And it didn't feel right or even fair going through all of this with someone and then tell them they're just a friend. I don't know, it just didn't feel like it made
Yeah.
sense, even though I really
I know, it was that nice
technically
guy
see them
act
in a
where it's
romantic
like,
way.
"Oh,
I
the
just
friend
didn't
zone."
understand what was going on really,
It's not a bad
or
thing.
that there was supposed to be real emotions instead of a logical understanding of
Cannot
steps.
compute.
And the fact that I was under the assumption that I was supposed to be interested in people in a romantic way didn't help with anything. I always preferred to stay good friends, but never felt like I could have that, and I worried that if I said no, that we would just start drifting apart, which I
Oh,
obviously
that's
didn't
sad.
want either. It's been a very long journey discovering this about myself.
The red string
Everything
out.
I'm saying has all been extremely subconscious and not understood or defined for many years. I even used to think I was bi or pan for the longest time because I would think to myself, well, bi is being interested in both genders. I
Yes.
don't really care for either, but 0 is equal to 0, so I guess I'm bi or pan. I got math involved. If I knew what aromanticism was when I was growing
all fun
up,
and games
things
until you
would have
bring
been
math
a lot
involved
less
into anything.
complicated for me a lot sooner. I think it's mainly because people don't really talk about it or even know what it is. Or
Yeah, I
if
had
it's
no
real.
idea.
Romance and love
I don't know
is
a
the
lot
number
of
one
them.
most talked about topic on the planet. Everything I've been taught or learned through society is that love and romance is
Disney.
everywhere.
Oh.
Everyone feels it, and it's gonna happen
Oh
to
my
you.
God.
Just a funny little note, there was a point where I was listening to some generic romance song on the radio. You know,
Gag me
like
with a
all of
spoon.
them. And I just suddenly thought
All
to
of them,
myself, wait, do people actually feel these things towards each other? Like all these mushy lyrics are real emotions.
Be mine, baby.
They're not joking? And that's when I started feeling like something was different. I approached romance under the blanket term thought of, sure, why not? And
Why
didn't
not?
recognize it was actually a feeling, which might sound stupid, but look, I don't know. No one presented me with any other options.
nobody told
I did a lot
me.
of rationalizing. If
That's the
someone ever
problem, nobody
expressed
tells
romantic
anybody.
interest in me, I
Gotta
would
figure it out
mentally
themselves.
make a kind of logical list of their pros and cons and the pros and cons of what a relationship would look like with them based on what I knew about them as a person. I didn't realize there was supposed to be
Actually
an
being the
extra,
other person
like,
and seeing that.
excited feeling,
Picture
or
dial-up.
the fact that you're not supposed to think about it as if it were a business exchange. I understand compatibility is a huge important variable when it comes
Yes.
to sharing a relationship with
Gotta
someone.
make that
But
purple.
at the end of the day, it's still apparently still a very emotionally driven thing.
Yes.
And I literally had to make that discovery and teach it to myself. Now, I'm gonna talk about being asexual very briefly. And
Okay.
I'm gonna preface it with, let's all just be mature about this, alright?
Okay.
We're all pretending to be
I'm
adults here.
chill.
I've got my eye
Pretending
on
to be
some of
adults.
you.
Yes, let's go. I'm
Behave.
good.
Okay, this is
I
definitely
promise.
treading into uncomfortable personal boundary territory.
You don't have to
for
say.
me, but yeah, I do want to share that I'm asexual too, which is
Okay.
defined as someone who feels little to
Asexual.
no intimate attraction to anyone. Look, I know we said we're all adults.
I get you. I get you.
The vocabulary,
Okay.
all right? Yes, there's a difference between romantic and intimate attraction. Little side note, I will say you can experience romantic attraction to someone but no intimate attraction.
Yes.
Or you can experience intimate attraction but no romantic attraction.
Yes.
You can be one and not the other. It's not necessarily a package deal. Most people feel both, and I do not feel either. Anyway,
Okay.
I have never been magnetically attracted to the look or shape of a single person in my entire life, and did not realize it was a real thing until very recently. I'm able to identify when someone looks conventionally attractive, like by textbook
Is that supposed to be a Pokemon?
definition, but
I don't know that
never
one.
realized people are genuinely drawn to people they think are attractive.
Okay,
I didn't
we
know
might be
that
on the same
people could
page
just
again.
See someone and be like, wow, they're gorgeous. I would love to get to know that person, or maybe go on a date with them. Or
No.
whatever else you people
Oh no.
do.
My
I
hatred
didn't
for
think it was
humans
real. I thought people
outweighs
were
my love
exaggerating
or attraction for
something.
them.
I don't know. And I also couldn't
just my
believe
take.
that some people feel that with multiple people. Or like celebrities, which sounds absolutely
Blasphemy.
exhausting. It ties back to when I was in school, like looking around for people to like. It makes sense now that no one caught my eye because that doesn't happen to me. I was just wasting my time for 13 years. I feel like such a fool.
Oh
Now,
no,
there's
it's okay.
an easy assumption to make about asexual people and that they all have zero interest in being intimate with anyone at all, which actually isn't true. Some of them are genuinely turned off by it, and some aren't. Some reasons would be that they just don't mind it, or they want to make their partner happy, or enjoy the emotional closeness of it. There's a million different reasons and a million different people. Am I sharing
really like
what
the
kind
colors
of a people I am?
like
Nope.
the dark
And
with the
you
purple.
don't know me personally enough in the slightest to be able to try and parasocially analyze
Her
where I
life is an
stand on
enigma.
that spectrum. I'm just here to say I am this. We are moving on. When I stumbled
Love
onto
it.
the term arrow ace and started realizing I
Just
fall
sounds
into that
cool, too.
category,
Arrow
it helps me
ace.
feel
Like a
much more
Gundam or something.
confident and sure of myself. I've read a lot about how people say they felt broken or that something was wrong with them.
Oh.
But honestly, I was the
I'm-
complete opposite.
yeah,
Coming
I'm
from
completely
my very
comfortable
biased
with who
perspective,
I
I
am.
think Arrow Ace is one of, if not the coolest and most confident orientations out there. Not
Big
needing a
props.
single gram of romantic or intimate validation from anyone is so cool.
Jade
All you
Station.
need is yourself to be happy, maybe friends and family too.
There you go.
Birds. The
Yes.
more I came to terms with the fact I'm
I don't got
Arrow
birds,
Ace,
but I
the
do
more
have fishies.
empowered and capable I felt.
Right
But
on.
at the same time, I was also starting to feel more alone and isolated.
Oh.
As cool and amazing and unique and awesome as I think it is, it can be really hard for other people to relate to or even understand. Everyone else and their orientations are able to bond and relate to the love and romance aspects, and we're over here like, we don't do that. I don't even know if I'm explaining it very well. It
It's
kind of
okay.
does go against everything everyone's ever been taught.
Explaining
about
it the best you
anything.
can,
Romance
that's
is
all that
taught
matters.
To be a basic assumed emotion, which I do think is a bit misleading.
I just picture it like
A common
necessary.
argument
Like
used
we have
against
to
the
populate.
Arrow's orientation is that romance and intimacy is what makes someone human. But I mean, I don't know. Lots of birds mate for life, which is a better
Yeah?
ratio than people, and all animals get frisky. You know. That's
Oh, yeah, they
just
get
how
frisky.
They became not extinct. It's not an exclusive to humans thing. If
No,
I
it is
were to
not.
guess, I would assume the thing that makes someone human is basic empathy. Like, I'm not an
Okay.
emotionalist monster. I can still love people. I love
Sure
my
about that?
family and my pets, just
Frankenstein.
platonically. And I would hope that you're the same. I just don't
Yes.
experience romantic
That's
love,
illegal in
which
some states, I'm
I don't
pretty
know.
sure.
I don't think that's harming anyone. Definitely not me. I'm having the time of my life. I
Hell
don't think
yeah.
you need to be in a
Let's
relationship
go,
to
man.
be happy. And if you don't
I love
want
her
to be
mental
just on
state
your
about this
own,
whole
I
thing.
think
It's
there's
pretty
many
cool.
types of people in relationships that push the boundaries of what a conventional relationship looks like.
Aw.
Telling someone that they need to be in a romantic relationship
Yeah, it's
to be
pretty
happy
pretty
and
messed up,
fulfilled
man.
is
Almost did the hard F
weird.
there.
And then when that person
Forgot
says
I was
they're
doing a
not
YouTube
happy,
video.
they're told relationships take a lot of work, and that's just how it goes.
And
And
get
that's
outta here.
also weird. I don't know. I also think
Stupid
it's weird
people.
that once someone reaches a certain age, people inherently start thinking it's sad they're not in a romantic relationship.
Yeah, that
or
is messed up. I
assume
thought they were
they're
gonna go
lonely
somewhere
and
else.
sad. No
Oh,
one thinks a child
sounds
is
SpongeBob.
sad and lonely just because they're not in a long-term relationship. I don't know.
I hate
don't
people
get
that
it.
do that,
And-
dude.
And I
two kids are playing and they're like, oh,
At
they're so
the end of the
cute
day,
together.
it's
I'm
all
like,
very complicated to talk about
shut
these
up.
things, especially because I don't know the feelings I'm supposed to be feeling, let alone talk about. I just know for me, the terms aromantic and asexual are able to articulate things I was subconsciously feeling and thinking before I even realized I was feeling and thinking them. I don't plan on
That's
talking
cool.
about this very much, if at all, ever again. I just want to play my silly little video games, maybe tell a story here or there. But
There
I
you go.
wanted to bring the
There's nothing
orientations
wrong
to
with
the
that.
surface and try to get more representation out there, because I thought if I could help more people become more aware of this, then that would be awesome. I was confused as hell
The
for
hero
a
we
while
deserve.
and could have used something like this. It's a real thing. You don't have to feel any sort of romance or whatever to be considered a real person.
That's cool.
Personally, I think it's really cool and badass. And don't be afraid to look more into aromanticism or asexualism.
I might.
If any of what
Sparked
I said
my
in
interest.
this
Like I said,
video
I had
resonated
nothing.
with you
I had
to
no
any
idea this was
degree.
real.
Like I said, this is
Or
all
a
very
thing.
surface level stuff. They're both much larger spectrums than you'd think, and maybe you fall under some umbrella category with them. I don't know, or not.
I don't
Either
know.
way, this has all been my personal experience with this.
Yeah,
stuff.
like
Is there
that.
more
That's the
for me
main
to
thing. This
figure
is her
out within it?
personal thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is. It
We got
can
the
get
Clip Note
pretty
versions, but
complicated
still.
and confusing. Haha, awesome. Will I be sharing any of that with you? Nope, no way.
Good.
This is all you get. Hope you can understand even just a little of what I talked about. And if not, that's totally fine. I just hope you can be nice.
That is awesome.
Thanks for listening. I never
No
really
problem.
intended on making this video because I haven't really felt a strong urge to, like, I don't like using this phrase for myself, but come out. But I did end up wanting to make the video to make people more aware of this stuff because I think it's important, and someone has to.
Knowledge
There's
is
not really
important.
that many people doing it right now. Anyway, yeah, just moving forward, I guess.
Oh,
See you
fan
later.
art is so cool. I want fan art, people. Alright, so that was pretty insightful. Like, insightful, different meaning. Like, not scientific insightful, but just looking at her personal life insightful. And it's really, really cool that, like I said towards the end of the video there, like, her mindset of the whole thing is really, really cool. It's like, yo, this is my tale. I'm not giving you any details. Here it is. This is how it is. If you don't like it, sorry. Like, that's what I really like about her video. Like, this video in general. And just, in general, her channel in general is just, it has that feeling where it's like, yo, this is my story. If you don't like it, then like leave, you know? Like, it's really, really cool that she has that mindset. And talking about something this, I know it could get a lot of people that talk about their sexuality and stuff. They make it real, I don't want to say weird, but they could make it, it's really personal for them is what I'm trying to say. And it could be hard for them to address it or like talk to someone about it. So for her to address it in a video, that's really mad respect, you know? And just something like, there's a lot of them that I don't even know, like the sexualities and stuff like that, like the LGTB, I don't even know that, you know, but just trying to learn about them and stuff like that, it is important, you know, just educate yourself and like, don't bash people. Like, I think that's the lowest thing you could do as a human being, like to bash their sexuality, their race. Like, just because let's say like a gay person, for example, like just because I don't believe it in myself doesn't mean I'm gonna bash the person. Like, if they're having a really good time in life, like let them enjoy their life, you know, that has to do with sexuality, race, everything, you know, like education, it doesn't matter. Like, I think those are so low-hanging fruit to bash someone because they're different, you know. That's so stupid. Like, we're just trying to live this world literally step by step like everybody else, so why can't we all just get along, is my opinion. And like, leading back to, I guess, sexuality, like that, I thought I was pansexual for the longest time because I believed that. I was like, yo, why don't we all just love each other, like not sexually, like we don't need to just start grinding everybody, but like, just, I don't know, why doesn't everybody just love each other? Like, as a human, as society, everybody needs to love each other, you know, and no sexuality involved. So I don't know, I kind of got her point when she was talking about like, yeah, she's not attracted to anybody sexually, and I'm like, yeah, I get that. Like, ever since I had my daughter, I felt like I was good. Like, I was like, okay, I had my daughter, I wanted a daughter, I'm satisfied. And since then, I haven't had any real like sexual attractions to anybody. So I don't know, sexuality is weird, and I'm props for Jaiden Animation to coming out with the, I know she said she didn't like that term, but there's lack of a better word, that's like the best term. But yeah, for her to come out like this in a video, it's really cool. So I've been battling a lot, so I'm gonna end this here. So thank you everybody so much for watching. If you like this video, feel free to leave a like down below, subscribe, ring the bell, and become a member. You get a video a day early. And so yeah, I missed something, I know, but it's okay. So I have been Master Zero. Y'all guys have been fantastic, and I'll see y'all in the next episode. Later days.